Hello, innovators, and welcome to another episode of the Heitland Show, where I connect the dots of innovation and entrepreneurship with my guests. Today's guest is a sustainable fashion enthusiast. He's born in Colombia and grown up in Spain. He lives in Germany and works in the automotive industry as a product designer. He has started a side hustle called Peralta Fashion, which he owns and that is focused on sustainable slow fashion, built from high quality materials from the automotive industry. In this episode, we explore his story and talk about his business. Please welcome to the show, Frank Peralta. Hello, Frank. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hello, Jens. I'm really good. Thank you so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, it's great. Looking forward to learn about sustainable fashion and a lot of innovative things you're doing. But before we do this, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you and how did you get to where you are today?
Yeah, that's a good question because I am originally from Colombia. I grew up in Colombia, and when I was a teenager, my parents bring me to Spain, in Barcelona, exactly. I grew up in Barcelona. I went to the school in Barcelona, starting to work in the automotive industry a lot of years ago, being inside the welding lines and knowing the business from the core.
Yeah.
And after that, I went to the school. I got industrial design. Went to Germany in 2004, and over there I learned to speak German, to play basketball. It was a very nice time for me. After a couple of years, I came back to Barcelona, and I started to work as a translator for the automotive industry. Over there, I went deeper in the business. I got the taste for the automotive industry, plus my curiosity and anything. Um, I just wanted to grab more about the business. With the German skills, I got an offer to go to Germany, and I am living in Germany since 2015,
Hmm.
doing industrial design for the automotive industry. We are specialized in tailor-made parts for the industry. Anything you can figure or imagine, like consoles, wheels, brake lines, windshields, protections, anything you can figure in a car. And inside the industry, I saw that the industry is providing a lot of very good material to the depot. So I can say to the depot, they have a lot of premium material in their warehouse.
Yeah.
And then I got the idea, I came across the idea, why not to use this material into the fashion?
Hmm.
So it's the idea behind Peralta Clothing, taking the material from the automotive industry and to do with this material another kind of stuff like clothes. Our main focus from the beginning was for urban people like singers, reggaeton singers, and all the people inside the design. Latino from the beginning, because my background is coming from Colombia. I thought maybe we can do a good link between good fashion with sustainable materials with these emerging singers.
Hmm.
That was my first idea. From the beginning was okay because I have a friend, he is rapper,
Hmm.
and for him we did some pieces of clothing like hats or caps as well, like that.
Yeah.
But after speaking with the people came across, okay, why not to start doing another in a big scale? Wow, I was thinking, okay, that's gonna be really difficult to do that now. But asking, we came to the foundation of the Peralta Clothing. In the last years, I was speaking with some interior producers, and we got a good deal with some of them in Germany. And now we are starting to do the stuff seriously, because in the past it was like a hobby, but now it's gonna be a business. I hope there's a
Yeah.
lot to do, and the innovation is key point here, because if you do some stuff different, you are an innovator. That is the big stuff here, no? The big idea, how to disrupt into the industry, into a big industry like the fashion. We have really big players inside, and we are mini company. But asking as well, speaking with the people and trying to innovate. That is the key point here. Do some stuff really different, that the people can see the value behind a piece of cloth. Not only is fine, but you have to know that the material is a good material from another industry with a second or a third use. That is the big point here: sustainability, circular economy, social impact, economical impact, and environmental impact. That is our three big pillars in the company.
Yeah. So if we go a little deeper on that already, so what kind of materials do you talk about?
We're speaking about technical textiles for the seats, from the seats, and premium leather from the seats as well. From the interior design, we are speaking about you have a premium class auto car, and all the interior is made from leather, high quality leather. This is the material we are introducing right now in our company, leather, because the leather is a ecological material, and the leather is coming from the meat industry as well.
Yeah. So if I understand you right, it's like there's a car, let's say a BMW, Mercedes. I mean, you work in Germany or live in Germany, like Volkswagen, all the German Audi, and you get this material after the use, or do you get the material from, let's say the leftover material from the production?
Yeah, from the production, after the line work, we get the material. The material is inside the company, and the material stay on the stock of the company.
Yeah.
There is another company who is doing something similar, but they are taking the material from the landfills.
Yeah.
And our core here and our advantage here is that the material is clean.
Yeah.
We have new material. I don't know if I can show you on the camera a couple of samples here. That's coming from BMW, and this one is coming from Audi, Mercedes. This one is coming from Mercedes as well. And we are speaking about tons of material in different colors, different colors: black, red, beige, white as well. And now our big dream now is to get the material from Tesla. This white leather. Wow, I love the color so much.
So you take this material and then you bring that in. So do you produce what are you producing with that material? You said already caps and hats. What else?
It was the lean part of the idea. Now we are trying to do some jackets and more complex pieces of cloth, like jackets, bags for the girls, wallets for the men, and key rings, phone cases, tablet cases, card holders. And now we are in the making of internally, because we have to try a lot and to get the machinery as well to do the stuff properly.
So you take this material from the industry, and then do you have different designs, I guess, like if you take a jacket or a cap, and then you basically do this in a like more in an industrial way, or do you do this handmade? How do you get this material into a nice cap?
We do the stuff by hand, by ourselves now, because we are in this phase of testing. But the meaning here is to produce a slow fashion, not in an industrial way, because it can be our differentiation as well. We have to be really different, and we have to do the stuff different. So not like the big industry is doing right now, fast fashion, 52 collections per year,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they have a collection every week. We don't have the infrastructure to do that, because we are at the moment a small team. But we are trying to improve the stuff, to improve the quality, to improve the finishing as well of the product. And that is the process. At the end of the day, I say trust the process. No, trust the process.
Yeah.
Doing, and then you are improving your skills. The other stuff is we are trying to get another kind of providers, because in Germany there is a you have a lot of companies over there doing interior for cars.
Mm.
And now we are very happy because we are speaking with one of the big three over there.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And we got material from the premium class cars in Germany. There is a mix because the material is coming mixed, and we have to select per
Yeah.
size, color, texture, thickness as well. And for every material, we have a product
Yeah.
to be coherent with the process.
Yeah. That's cool. So that also means like every cap will be slightly different from a
Yes,
texture perspective. So it's I like everything is unique. It's not like, hey, you can buy this cap and the next cap will be 100% the same because it's handmade and you have different materials and so on. That's
yes, you
really
are
cool.
right. You are right. Every product has its ADN. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
In form it can be similar, but if you go to the details, it's totally different.
Yeah. Love it. So
Thank you.
let's loop back to Colombia. So, born in Colombia, what from a cultural perspective do you take into? I mean, one thing is your life, but as well now in your new business endeavor, from a Colombian culture perspective.
Yeah, I can remember the day I came here. For me, was a cultural shock.
Hmm.
Yeah, because in Europe anything is bigger, it's opener to the society on anything. But I got an advantage because I was almost a child, and for me the transition from the beginning was really difficult. But after some months, I did the click. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm living here right now, and for this reason I have to stay here. No, stay in the past, and this
Hmm.
is a big challenge as well, because if I came older here, maybe the transition will be difficult,
Yeah.
almost difficult.
How do you use that for your business? So, if you say you don't stay in the past, is this something you use in your business and in your ideas and your how you innovate your products as well?
Yeah, that is a must for every company or for every person, no, who has an idea, to see forward every day, because yesterday was yesterday. Yesterday you got the idea, but if today you don't start to do the action, it will be always an idea.
Yeah. From from a product perspective, what was the first product you have ever produced from your collections?
It was a bag for my wife.
A bag? What can you explain? A bag. Okay.
A bag, yeah, a bag,
Yeah.
a
So
handbag.
that's cool. And was it out of leather as well, or?
It was later. And that is a good history as well, because at this time it was the birthday of my wife, and just wanted to give something special,
Mm,
but not go to a shop and to get a product. I just wanted to do something personal for her.
yeah.
And at this time I have material, some samples, and then I was doing the stuff by hand.
Yeah.
And then it was a big proof for me, because I thought, okay, I can do the stuff. Maybe if I can jump to another kind of product, it can work.
Yeah. That's cool. So from a product design perspective, so you're an educated product designer, and you still work in the car industry, right? So
Yes.
you're not 100% into your endeavor yet. So how do you link this, the education of product designer from a car and industrial perspective to the clothes? Because I just imagine that fashion designer, let's say if you talk to the big fashion brands, Dior or whatever, they have never worked in the car industry. They don't, they're not connected to that world.
This is a good question because if you're a product designer, you think about the product. It can be a wheel or it can be a bag
Hmm.
or a cap. The transition from the thinking way is not too complicated because at the end of the process is a product.
Huh.
And for me as a designer, it doesn't matter. It can be as I say for a cap, a bag, or it can be a wheel, it can be a door or a trunk, a bonnet.
Huh. Huh. From the perspective of sustainability, because you touched already a little bit of that, I would like to dive deeper into this. How important is sustainability for you, and then of course for Peralta, the brand, um, and if we then go deeper on the circularity aspect of that. But let's start first high level. It's like how important is it for you as a person, and then for your business?
As a person is important, but as a father, they have another intonation, no? Because now I have a daughter, and I just want to let a cleaner planet for my kids and for the kids for the other guys as well. Because if we don't take in mind this procedure in the next years, we are gonna live inside the trash,
Hmm.
easy. And if we as a person don't start to think about the recuperation, the upcycling itself, we are gonna die because in the future you can have a lot of information, you can have supercomputers, but the supercomputer doesn't clean the air for you, or doesn't clean the water or the earth for you. We start thinking local but thinking global. If
Hmm.
we can start a mini action that the action has an impact on the other people to take advance of the movement, now it can be a trend, but that is a non-even ending trend. That's going to
Hmm.
be every year, every day. And now, as a person, it's important. As a company, it's not. It's bigger. It's bigger because you have the responsibility to take your actions or your ideas into action. Why not starting with all leather, with some leather reminds from the industry? Why not? It can be a bottle as well. It can be a can. Anything you can transform, please do it. And doing
Yeah.
the stuff with clothes is very important for me as a
Yeah.
person, as a father, and as a company as well. We have to take action now.
Yeah. If we bridge that to slow fashion, I imagine, without knowing, I mean, I've met you in person. I have seen your cap, and I think the jacket you have been wearing, which was designed by yourself as well, at that day.
Thank you.
And looking forward to meet you end of the month as well here in Zaragoza. But it's what I'm interested in the slow fashion, linking that to sustainability. So I just imagine if you have a cap which is out of leather, this is compared to another cap, this will hold like 10 times the time than a basic cheap cap, right?
Yes, that is true because the material or the source of the material is different.
Yeah.
That is this process when the industry designed the product to die in 2 or 3 years. I don't know the proper word on English. Obsolescencia programada, programmed obsolescence or something like that. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this case the leather is made to last years in the car. If
Yeah.
you get a premium car, you you will that the seat's gonna it's gonna be always for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the thing. Now we are taking super materials from another use into the fashion. For this reason, you have an advantage in your product.
Yeah.
That's gonna be from the texture, from the smell as well. The
Mm.
smell like the heaven, like a new car. And all these kind of details uh, are empowering your product as well, or the product we can produce, because it's different. It's different, and you have to know that the material was in another industry. Now you have the stuff in your cap, or it's your wallet, or it's your key-ring, on any daily use product you can have in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's if we as well look into the environmental context of that, it's like you're reusing a material that would be thrown away, worst case. Um,
Yes.
that's number one. Is kind of you upcycle that material into fashion, and then I mean you can use it as a fashion item, but even afterwards, let's say you don't want to have this cap anymore, it's still a good use of the material, and someone else can use it for something else, or maybe for years, like you get it back into your cycle and produce new fashion out of it. Whatever. I think that's an interesting thinking, just from a sustainability aspect, CO2 and all these things.
Yeah. Now with my teammate, she is environmental engineer.
Mm.
Our plan is to, if you don't if you don't want to use the product anymore, you can give us the product, and we can internally dismount the part, and with the rest, with the remain, we can do another kind of stuff like a
Yeah.
wallet, keyring, some stuff. Mm, Different and smaller, because if you have the cap, you have some different parts, and with this part you can do a wallet or a keyring,
Yeah.
and you can get a discount for your next product or something like that. Now that is only an internal idea, but maybe it can be the way to encourage the people to reuse and to change the product, doing, or knowing that the product is gonna be fair dismount and
Yeah.
reconverted in another kind of product.
Yeah. No, I like that very much, because I think I agree with you. This fast fashion where you have a couple of different lines per year, and worst case things just go to landfill if they haven't been able to sell it to the masses. And then the product life cycle of a t-shirt is, let's say, if you're lucky, a year. Like you're wearing it and then you don't wear it anymore, and then it goes somewhere else. And then yes, of course there are upcyclings on that as well already. But it I think for I mean I see you a little bit like a startup. So for you as a startup, it's I think a very, very good opportunity. One thing is to provide something that's unique, because it's like everything is a separate item, and it's like tailor made, or not tailor made, but it's like made unique. And the other thing is the sustainability is built in automatically into your business. I think that's a super powerful business model as well.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is that is for the material side. And now if we jump to the fashion industry,
Hmm.
the quantity of water you can save.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last week I was reading a report, something like that, that for a jean,
Yeah.
trousers, it needs around 75,000 liters of water for the cotton,
Yeah.
the plant wrap, and anything. And with this stuff, we are saving water as well, because the material is on earth, is ready to use. The only step you have to do is to transform, cut, sew, and then photos, and then social media, and anything you have in your hand to promote the stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be right. No, to promote the movement. We are trying to save the planet using the fashion as a trampoline.
Yeah. I like that. So what are the main channels you work with? Like how do you distribute your products right now in this
Well,
moment?
that is a big question. We are trying to learn how to communicate in a effective way,
Yeah.
because we were trying to do Instagram, Facebook, but we are not good. We are not the right person to do the stuff. That I have to be honest on this point, because we are so technical. We don't
Yeah.
have the skills to communicate properly in a proper way to the audience behind the computer or behind the smartphone. This is a big challenge for us right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that a lot with technology startups. Like they're very good in programming and doing the technology aspects of it, but then they're kind of missing. It's like, okay, how do we transform our way of thinking to someone who is not a tech person? Yeah, I see. I see your struggles. And happy to help, but that's something we can take offline later on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that is our big challenge or mistake, because we don't know how to communicate properly. And that is what the mentor to say to me. Okay, you have a very good product, but if you don't have the marketing stuff, something like that,
Yeah,
you are dying. Like the technical guy, I have a super idea, but if they don't have the commercial side, it's still missing some step to grow. No.
yeah, agree. So one of the things someone said to me is like, if nobody knows you, they will never buy from you. So the people who don't know you, they can't buy from you because they don't know you. And I think it's the same for you. If people
Yeah.
don't
That
know
is the
what you
same.
do, there's no chance that they can buy something from you.
Yeah, in a mini circular mm, uh, perimeter, we can communicate really well now, face to face, speaking with the
Yeah.
people. But jumping into the new technologies to do the stuff in the right way, no, sir. We are not able to do that.
You will get there. I see a lot of opportunities for you because
Oh,
for me, I mean, we have had conversations before as well, and when we met in Barcelona, I think there are opportunities for you to be visible in a completely different way than others with the products and with the story you have. It's more about we need to get this story out, and that's why I was happy to invite you as well to the podcast to get it at least to everyone who is listening or watching this in the future.
thank you
So
so
if
much.
anyone is interested in Peralta fashion, you see all the links down in in the show notes, of course, and you can have a look at that. But yeah, and there's an event in end of April which you will be speaking at, so there are opportunities for people to reach out to you. Let's move into the last part of the podcast where I always ask questions to the guests that are slightly different, connected to what we have talked until now. If you could work with a project that's impacting every human being on earth, what project would you like to work with, and why would you like to work with that project? Very easy question, I know.
Of course, with fashion, because all the people need clothes. And we think to reach more people, we need a good communicator. As that is our weakness right now.
Yeah.
We have to learn how to communicate in the proper way, and with a good communicator can be amazing,
Yeah.
because they can be a good complement for the team or for the project as well.
Hmm. How do you keep yourself up to date on topics that interest you?
Social media, LinkedIn, um, some fashion reviews as well. And the more important thing is speaking with the people, so to
Hmm.
get the face to face and to ask, hey, what do you think about that? Asking to the
Yeah.
people. That is the more powerful information source, I can say, because you have any information away from a click, but to be in touch with the people is more difficult, because
Yeah.
due to this communication of this information massification, I would say. But to go to the street and to ask. It can be a strange, it can be your friend, it can be something near to you, close to you as well. Ask
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
This is a big inspiration source as well.
Love it. Looking a little bit into your social media, how can people reach out to you? What are the best ways to find you?
And now we are on Instagram. This is Peralta Clothing. On LinkedIn, Frank Peralta. And Facebook as well. Peralta Clothing or Frank Peralta. They are our three main channels. LinkedIn in the last, I would say, 2 months is the most important way, because we have over there the more quantity of people. But the other, you can reach me per Instagram or Facebook or per WhatsApp as well.
And then, of course, you have the website as well, right?
Yes, of course, peraltaclothing.com.
where of course everyone can read a little bit more about the story, a little bit more about how you think about sustainability. So that's all on the website. So if you look forward, Frank, where do you see yourself in a year from now, and maybe as well your business?
We want to be the number one provider of eco fashion. We want to disrupt the mini industry we are trying to get right now, but we want to be a referent in the fashion world, but not only in the fashion, in the eco scene, because we need to do that. And if that is what we say in Colombia, if the stuff doesn't exist, we can invent that right now. Go into action, because all of us have a lot of ideas, but they stay over there on the paper. We have to go. We have to jump to the action. Action is a click from you. Go.
Yeah. Cool. Frank, I'm really looking forward to, one thing is supporting you behind the scenes. The other thing is how your brand is developing, how your startup is developing. I truly believe there's a huge opportunity for the world as well, learning of what you're doing, with sustainability baked in a slow fashion trend, which is different than the mass trends that are going on. So I really like what you're doing, and thank you very much for being on the show.
No, thank you so much for the invitation. It was really important for me to say what I have, what I feel now, because as an entrepreneur, a lot of days you are alone, and the contact with the people is really important.
Yeah,
you're
you're definitely not alone. There's an audience for you just waiting to get to know you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. You will find the links and resources in the show notes of this episode. If you would like to support the podcast, the most impactful thing you can do is subscribing to the show on any of the podcasting platforms and give me a review. This will help me to reach more innovators around the world and bring some of you into the show. If you have any question to the guest or want to engage with me, feel free to reach out to me on social media and contact me there.